We've been keeping you informed on the conditions all day long, both on air and online.
Yeah, our team coverage includes meteorologist Holly Strano and Peyton Domschke. And I guess what we want to know, Holly, it's been one of those situations where we have been saying it changes throughout the day.
And we'll continue to at times. So as we start with a look at some of the updates that we'll be talking about, the snow will continue to ramp up through this afternoon. Temperatures will continue to fall and rates of snowfall moderate to heavy clear on through the evening. So you're looking at impact through the afternoon and evening commutes. So if you've got loved ones that have obviously gone to work today, you could expect that those commutes are going to take them a lot longer. And we are seeing a lot of those darker blues on the map indicating that heavier wet snow. So we had anticipated that, and the rate of fall is quite impressive and could be, upwards of an inch an hour in some of these spots. We're also seeing that area of mixed precipitation further south. So we'll focus in on these areas with the heavier snow in a moment, but first kind of just taking you around all of Northeast Ohio, because it is really at this point wall to wall, whereas earlier this morning we had a lot of breaks happening. So it's not scattered at this point. It's lighter through our west and east suburbs, that's for sure, but we're definitely seeing a steady snow on the west side as we take you back towards Sandusky, Vermilion, through Lorain County, into Oberlin. Those of you in Grafton, good afternoon. Hopefully you're cozy with a nice cup of chicken soup, right? Something in the crock pot. And to the east, it's more of the same. So through Mentor and through all the east suburbs, from University Heights and over into Gates Mills and Pepper Pike, through the Solon area, Chagrin Falls, Bainbridge, all getting snow and very steady snow. And then here's what I was showing you just a moment ago. We've got that heavier snow from Brunswick around 303 there into Medina. And then east into Summit County, we're seeing more heavy snow, Copley, Akron, Barberton, and then into Stark County, it's a mix. They're right on that border for the southern part of the county. Canton is seeing the heavier snow. And then as you get further south into New Philadelphia and Dover, you continue to see that mix and some of that icy weather. It is blustery, and between the snow and the wind, we are seeing visibility reduced all across Northeast Ohio. So everywhere from downtown through Elyria and south into Worcester, Mansfield, Ashtabula, look at those visibilities. I mean, they're literally under a mile. So think about that as you consider any kind of commutes. And if you can keep it at home, it's the best. If you have to go out, you just have to allow extra time. Temperatures are in the 20s, wind chills are in the teens. And you look all along this path here, and we have got a lot of hours ahead of us to deal with this. So this is going to impact the rest of the afternoon and those evening commutes, as I mentioned. So from there to Peyton, and Peyton, like I said, with that being the case, evening commutes home from work and things like that, we're going to be looking at a lot of slow drives.
Yeah, and things are going to be messy, and the trajectory of this storm is basically just continuing to come at Northeast Ohio. And you can see a division of where the persistent moderate to heavy snowfall is happening to a dividing line. There's a sharp cutoff here when it comes to the transition from the wintry mix to even the rain on the other side of it. We are not seeing the rainfall here locally. We are seeing anything that comes in the form of snowflakes to sleets to a little bit of ice. The zone's a little bit farther south. Carroll County, Tuscarawas County, even parts of Stark and Holmes County at the moment are seeing the mixing. And now I have a strong bet here that part of Wayne County, even Ashland County, also seeing a little mixing happening here because of a very specific product we can look at. This is correlation coefficient. So I know it's a big word. We actually use this graphic in particular as a way to kind of analyze severe weather. And that can be summer weather, but it can also be winter weather. And we look at it here to divide precipitation types. And that's exactly what this is honing in on. The farther north you are, that means snow in the red, but the orange tones that start to pop on up through Wayne, Stark, even parts of southern Summit County right now, that is where you're seeing a little of the mix here. So that is going to be a prolonged event. So not only is visibility dropped, that is a tricky situation if you have to get out on the roads, but the trickiest of situations is going to be nailing down down the totals here. With this system, as it moves along, those southern counties are going to see the mixing, which means their totals are going to be less. So in your national Zymer hour-by-hour forecast, the thing is here, we don't see a let-up closer to the lake when it comes to heavy snowfall rates until we approach this evening and into early tomorrow morning. Scattered snow is still going to persist all the way through midnight tonight and into early tomorrow morning. Before we start to see the cloud cover with us, it's going to continue. So when I talk about totals here, I'm talking about the entire storm. So start to finish. That means yesterday all the way through tomorrow morning. Some of those zones closer to the lake, 8 to 11 inches possible. We could see some isolated higher totals, but the farther south where that gradient sets on up, that's where we will see less. So potentially 5 to 8, 2 to 5. So don't get caught up in the numbers. The impacts are the same regardless. And those heavy snowfall rates persist this afternoon and this evening. As I already mentioned, things will be breezy. That means we have howling winds, blowing snow, snow drifts. We could see gusts anywhere from about 30 to 40 miles per hour. And then wind chills. Arctic air is surging back into place, which means things are going to feel like the single digits. And in your Union Home Mortgage extended forecast here, we could even see a wind chill advisory be issued Friday into Saturday because overnight lows, super single digits here. I'm talking 2 degrees, most of us sub-zero at times. The next chance we get into the 30s happens Sunday with a little bit of sunshine, and we could all use a little sunshine right now, Danielle. How are the roads looking at this very moment?